empathy for people different from you. How reading trains you to read between the lines in real life. Pure literature or art for art's sake by enriching various disciplines. The first concept here is that applied literature is a branch of literature. It's when we apply the field, its doctrine, and its epistemology to another field or text, creating an interdisciplinary like Darwin explaining the science of creation, or a corporate leader telling the story of the company what methods of trade and communication they established, what political, religious, and philosophical systems they like women's fight for emancipation, feminism in Virginia Woolf in Simon Dare, The Discovery of drive into the real of beauty of words, of embellishment, of words, of youth, of colors, moments, etc. We don't see beyond them. We don't think about history, for example, or politics. So we have different examples of how applied literature improves other fields of research or studies. Is it a new concept? Why did I say re-emerging? It's by no means a new idea that literature can be applied to other fields like philosophy in the Roman era to the stage in what we come to know as slave hymns and literature at school, which is a tool to study and learn a language. However, there are also new forms of applied literature in our syllabus. We find myth studies, we find journalism and politics. Here we have the picture of the making of Michelle Obama and the stories of politicians in general to tell their life stories, to influence the elections, to show the humane side of themselves. And in business, I set some examples about storytelling and how storytelling strengthens a brand. And here we have an example of how storytelling can make the difference by Neil Perkin, The Complete Guide to Storytelling for Marketeers. Storytelling has always been an important aspect of marketing. Authenticity is key. Human stories have always been central to great storytelling, and the human touches still important for content creators. Brands need to do more than pay lip service to authenticity. Simple frameworks and good preparation and execution can ensure that content and stories are authentic to brand values, tone, and territory. It can also generate trust and relatability for brands and ensure that messages are communicated in subtle yet powerful ways. These are some examples of how a manager, an executive can tell a story of how it's the venture of starting a brand or a company making this story an authentic voice to a family. A link relatability for the brand, and to conclude, depriving knowledge of literature or the human response to it is how people lived through the world wars, how people felt, and what individuals experienced on their skin, or how women eyes and see it as your personal coach for emotional growth. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit like, subscribe to the Elara Euno Praxis Channel, part of Change Academy with Dr. Elena Carruba, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a guide on self-development and personal transformation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where stories become your roadmap for success.